I've been experimenting with Daniel Smith Watercolor Sticks this week, and I thought it might be kind of cool to use them for printmaking and Linocut stamps. So let's see what we can create today. Okay, so we're going to start off with, this is a Linocut stamp that I made a while back, and I want to use the Lunar Black to put down watercolor in a thick consistency to use the stamp. So let's do that. So I got this a little wet. I'm just going to put down some pretty thick watercolor here on the stamp. Hopefully this will leave us something really cool to make a really fun way to start our mixed media painting. Make sure that it's nice and thick. And I think this is why the Daniel Smith watercolor sticks probably are going to work really well for this, because you can get that really thick layer of black on there. Okay, I think we're good. Okay, everything's all inked up. I'm just gonna lay this down. I'm gonna press it in there a little bit. I'm gonna take this piece of rice paper because it has a slicker side on one side. And I'm just gonna rub with my Baron there on the top. And let's brace it up and see what we got. Okay, that's a little messy. But I kind of like it. Like, I don't know that it needs to, it's pretty crisp down here. I wonder if we can get a little bit of a ghost print too. Let's see if we can just like press a little bit more in there. Oh yeah, we'll get a little bit more down there. Get a little bit more left on here. So I maybe got too much on the beginning one, but I kind of like how it sort of spreads out like that. Okay, let's add some more paint. I want to add some pencil marks with my 6B pencil here. Just kind of make some lines. Kind of enhance what we've already got going on there. Just a little bit of lines, not too many. Okay, let's come in with our Payne's Gray. So I've got my big oval brush here. This is the 8-inch oval, sometimes referred to as a cat's tongue brush. I'm just kind of loading it up with paint. And then we're going to spray down our paper here at the top a little bit. I just want some wet areas. And we're just going to kind of drag this through. Ooh, that's really cool. The Payne's Gray that I'm using is from, so I'm coming in with a little bit of the Poems About You brown color, and I just kind of make a mark going through here. I haven't really let this dry all the way because I kind of want to see what happens, if it's gonna smear just a little bit. Smear. It is going to smear a little bit, but that's okay. I kind of wanted a little bit of that just through here. God, such a beautiful color. Let's come in with a little bit of the yellow ochre as well from the Poems About You set. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to kind of just make this more wet. I do like a little bit of that black through there. Let's come in with more of maybe some green. This is the Undersea green, such a beautiful color from Daniel Smith Watercolors. This one has been a surprise for me. I really didn't know how much I was going to enjoy this color, although I have seen other people use it, but I haven't used it myself very much, and it's just a wonderful color, especially with that brown. I think I want more marks, so let's get that green a little wet. I love how I can just make marks with this crayon. almost like a crayon. I guess it's not a crayon. But I'm liking my big brush today. I've been working with making marks with it. And I think the marks that we can make with it are really cool. I don't like this area. So let's come back in with the Lunar black. Works. I know this will probably get covered up by a matte, but I don't really like what's going on here. It didn't really work, but that works better, I think. Okay, let's add in a little bit of this quinacridone burnt orange. Let me get that a little wet. I'm just dipping it in water. I really want some orange tones coming through here. Oh, that's a lot. That came out really fast. So then I'm just going to try to blend these colors together a little bit. I think I need a smaller brush. So I'm going to get out my other oval, my smaller one. I'm going to come back in with a little bit of brown. I want this to be wet. We are working on the Bahong, or I'm sorry, the Meeden. They're kind of the same company. Watercolor paper hot press. I like the hot press paper. Oh, that's really pretty. Let's put some lines in. I love these colors together. That orange and the green with that brown is really, really pretty. I think we have a really bold mark there, but I think I want to add in a little bit more black. Maybe draw a little bit. I'm going to add some more water, I think. I really want this to flow nicely. So I really want this to flow down through here a little bit better. I really like that. I like how that's kind of coming along. Maybe some ochre in there. Really trying to make like less bold layers and more subtle, soft layers in my landscapes. I kind of like the way that it just kind of flows. I really do like that white. I'm not sure if I'm gonna, I don't know. Should I leave it? It feels kind of, I don't know. I think we need more black. I'm obsessed with this black, guys. I'm just obsessed with it. I love how it works over other colors and how it has these really unique granulating properties. Maybe a little bit more of the green. I don't think I'm going to use the Moonglow today. Ooh, I like those marks. I don't think I'm going to blend those out. I kind of like how it just kind of comes down. I might come in with a bit of palette knife, though. Maybe a little color shaper. Just pull this down a little bit. Maybe we need some of that green up here. Ooh, I wonder if we could do like what happens when we get the stick wet and just put it onto the color shaper. What does that do? Okay, those are good marks. I wasn't really liking that whole, that's a lot of white space for me. I like this on the color shaper though. You can get these really pretty distinct marks, like vertical or horizontal marks, really straight coming through there. Kind of adds a different layer to it. Let's add some of that quinacridone burnt orange on there too. Just over top of the green, not even taking the green off. Okay, I like how bold that is. Might need a little bit of that up here. Oh, I'm loving that. That's really cool. Okay, we haven't tried the watercolor sticks with the grater, so I made this a little wet. I'm just going to grate a little bit through here and see if we can make, oh, it's working. Some people have asked why I'm not using sandpaper. The problem with the sandpaper for me is it gets stuck on the paper and you lose a lot of pigment. So it seems a little wasteful to me. That's why I switched from the watercolor, or I'm sorry, the sandpaper to the strainer. I like those little marks through there. What if we did some black even? Is that black? See, I can't tell which one is which. Which one is this? Oh, yeah, that's black. Okay, I can barely see that. All right, let's spritz this down with water. See what happens. Ooh, that's really fun. Maybe some up here. Do I want some up there? I feel like I want another spot of it. Let's put down just a little bit more water. What about if we did just a little bit through here with the orange? Because I feel like that's cool, but it might be nice to have a little bit more of that texture through here. Okay, I'm using the wrong side. It doesn't work if it's wet. Ooh, I kind of like that, actually. It kind of just brings it back around. Let's spray it down a little bit. And when you spray it, I'm spraying pretty high. This one I sprayed a little too close, and it kind of looks like brusho through there, which is kind of interesting. Okay, I'm going to let this dry, and then we'll figure out what our next steps are. Okay, I'm going to come in with a little bit of Inktense in the Baked Earth. I'm going to get that a little wet. It's very similar to this color, and I just kind of want to bring some marks through here. I don't think I'm going to use oil pastel today. I think I'm going to keep it pretty simple. I know, it never happens. But I don't think this needs a lot more. Like, I don't think it needs any pops. I kind of like it sort of dark and moody, a little Moorish. I'm tempted to add some purple in there, but I don't know where I would add that. So I might just leave it in this state because I think it has some strong marks, and I don't really want to cover up in more of that color. Okay, let's put some Moonglow here on our color shaper. I'm just gonna add a few touches of it, maybe. I really like that. Let's add a little bit more. I kind of wanted a little bit of another color through here. This is a really good way. I really like this technique a lot. Because you're able to add just some pops without putting the color directly on there. I think it's kind of interesting. Let's do one more place of color here. I'm just gonna put a little bit through here. Because you know me, I like to have things in 3 places. It's something that I just do. Okay. I know it's really subtle, but I think it really, I'm gonna go back in a little bit with a palette knife. I don't think I'm going to do any marks because I think we have enough lines going through here. Yeah, I think this one might be done. I know it's like record time for me. But let's look at it with a mat. Okay, I might love this. Like, honestly, I'm sort of obsessed with these textures that we made. I like the stamp, even though I got a little bit too much on here. I sort of like how it forms some gray through here, and it's almost granulating through there. I love the shaving technique. I love that it's almost all watercolor, and then we didn't use anything else, but look at these great textures that we got through here just by using our palette knife and some watercolor sticks in this mixed media piece. I think it's, yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. I like these pencil marks through here that we put on at first. They're real subtle. I love the sky being very simple, but almost moody, like right through here. Like there might be some fog moving in. Feels very coastal to me for some reason, but I really like the stamps. So we're gonna have to play around with the stamps a little bit more. That's all I got for you today. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. What do you think about using the watercolor sticks with stamps? I think it turned out pretty cool. So if you're a rule breaker like me, hit that subscribe button. And don't forget to watch the next video if you need some more mixed media techniques. And I will see you all in the next one. Thanks so much. Bye.